You're A2 and You by Andrew Frankel. You're behind the mic and you look up. Who's on the other side of the glass? The person touching all the faders and buttons is your engineer, and the person pressing a button and telling you to put a little more vulnerability into the read is your director. Maybe behind them are some people in suits with paperwork for you to sign on your way out, clients. But who's the one next to the engineer, not saying anything besides take 4? And what is he doing? That's your A2, or assistant engineer, who probably set up your mic and headphones and is paying close attention to the sounds coming out of your mouth as they appear on the screen in front of him. Understanding the role of the A2 will erase a lot of the ambiguity and uncertainty of a session because you'll be thinking in terms of the production pipeline as opposed to just thinking about how good you sound. That's a good look. The A2 also has a copy of your script and appears to be writing or drawing on it. Yes, he's taking script notes, cutting takes, slating, and listening for sound quality. Not every session has an A2 present, and not every session will slate takes. If you notice someone says take 1 at the beginning of your session, then be sure to wait for the slate on each take before you start performing. That tells you that the machines are all working, the software's running, the engineer's ready with a level, and most importantly, that you are actually being recorded when you start talking. What's in the notes? Once your session is over, the audio of the entire session goes to an editor who has to find the best takes. If your session was 4 hours long, then there's close to 4 hours of sound waves to scroll through. The notes tell the dialogue editor which takes were the client's favorite, could be good alternatives or alts, have false starts or stumbles, were interrupted by stand hits, pee-pops, or that crazy helicopter fight outside. Let's say on take 8 of your session, you do one line as an ABC, meaning you're giving 3 alternate reads, an A, a B, and a C take. And the director liked your C take. This will be notated as 8 ABC, and C will get circled. This tells the editor to go to the 8th take and isolate the 3rd cluster of waveforms on that take. Or if you have a false start, and everybody does, that gets notated as an X, or FSX, for false start. And if there are 3 false starts, there would be 3 X's, or FSXXX. Because the editor knows how many false starts to look for, he can skip past them when he's looking for that golden take. If you find 26 ways to say yep in one take, the note will have every letter from A through Z next to the line. I'm not trying to make you nervous. I'm telling you this so that you can understand your role in the context of the people working with you. Of course, you've been told the engineer makes you sound good, so be nice. Being nice is good. But understanding how you can make everyone's job easier is what makes you look conscientious and professional. So how do you use this information? Remember that everyone's job is easier when communication is clear. When your voice becomes a visual, you're actually communicating visually with the editor, who's looking for neat sets of 3 clusters that look like they could be siblings. Your ABC takes from before. The editor can see that you read the line all the way through, took a short pause, read it differently the second time, took a short pause, and read the line all the way through again in a different way. That's great. If you get flustered, breathe. You're good. When you don't second guess yourself, and you take a second to adjust, it shows up as a short blank space. That's something the whole audio team can read much easier than a bunch of partial reads. It's just one take, and there's always another take coming. Remember, when you're in the booth, your only job is to act. But thinking ahead and communicating clearly goes a long way.